This is my review of Bleach, episode 17 of the anime. As we start out coming back into the fight between Ichigo and Renji, we see a streetlight and it starts flickering and stuff, and I guess that's a cool addition. Everything's kind of the same up until Ichigo starts powering up, and when he starts powering up, it's like taken really slowly. You hear his powering up kind of creeping up as he's getting up. Renji doesn't react to it immediately. Rukia kind of notices something. You can hear it, and it's really letting the suspense build. And you start to see something coming out of his hand, and the power builds more and more and more. And you build more anticipation, and then bam, he, obviously explodes, and he starts fighting back and stuff. Everything's 1-to-1 for a little bit, but it's still nice. It's not like crazy well animated, but it's the panels in motion, and I think at the end of the day, that's all you could really ask for an adaptation. Is if it's not going crazy, at least it's the panels in motion, and that's what it was. So I think it was pretty good. And then they started adding some scenes after Ichigo powered up, where Renji's kind of fighting back. He swings the Zabimaru at Ichigo once, and it comes down. Ichigo dodges it. He swings it again, and Ichigo deflects it. And then Ichigo starts charging Renji, and he starts putting pressure on him and pushing him back. And Renji's dodging him a lot. And I prefer this more than the manga. I know the point of the manga is Ichigo, explodes. His power's crazy. He overwhelms Renji immediately, and Byakuya has to save him. But I like to have a little more back and forth, While, yes, Ichigo's clearly still more powerful, this still shows that Renji still has a skill. He's still a better fighter. So I like that better. Yeah, I'm never going to complain about getting more fight. I'll only complain about getting less fight in something. Renji says his power keeps growing, so eventually there's a scene where Renji can't even lift his sword anymore. He's like, oh, it's so heavy. So what we're supposed to take from that is that Ichigo's power is slowly building up, which goes with what I was praising earlier, where it slowly starts building up and then, it explodes and it continues to build up after that. I like that. He doesn't know how to control his power, and it's just pouring out of him more and more and more. That's a nice addition. And so Renji's able to fight back for a while, but then eventually the power does overwhelm him because it just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And, of course, as Ichigo's coming to swing the blade down to, I guess, kill Renji, it's just bang, and it's gone. And Ichigo's sitting there thinking, what the fuck happened? And then he turns around and he's like, oh, was it him? No, he's so far away. And then he looks down, he sees his blade, and he's like, what the fuck? And then, obviously, the scene with Byakuya, again, it's the panels in motion. He, does the zip over, and Ichigo's falling down. He tells him he's too slow, and he stabs him. It was really well made. I really love Ichigo early on when he's brash and arrogant and cocky, and he talks shit. Even as he's dying, he's sitting there talking shit to Byakuya and stuff. Compared to later on when he just becomes just droll, I guess. He's just the protagonist. He doesn't really have much of a personality later on. And as Rukia kicks Ichigo's hand and starts yelling at him and stuff, they add like the flashbacks of all their experiences they've had together, which I think really adds to the whole like Rukia doesn't mean anything she's saying, which we already would know, but this at least leans into that a bit more. And then the last thing I really thought to note is right after Ichigo says, I can't move, and Rukia goes through the doors, he slams his fist on the ground. So I guess he could move after all. And then everything, I think, was like 1-to-1. With Kisuke saving him and stuff. And telling him that he has 10 days to get stronger. I didn't really notice anything else. With this one, you can go either or. It depends how you want to view fight. If you like fights to be more back and forth, then the anime's better. If you prefer it to just be a stomp, then the manga's better. Just depends how you want to view the situation, I guess. Because I've listened to different people, and I know different people have different outlooks on fights than I do. But I can recommend both, which is nice. I haven't had any real complaints about the anime for a couple episodes, and that's nice. I hope to continue that trend, but I won't hold my breath.